So that just screamed to me they didn't have a plan. But I have to think maybe they've done some research and some practice before today because they know Tomatitos are comfortable on it and like it, and maybe they're just calling the bluff, and they feel more confident on Ghost Town against Tomatitos than they do on Himmelsdorf. That's the only thing that can be understood from it. And you can see here tank picking has started. Tomatitos readying up double VZ at the start. Jack's AFK, double Super Conqueror VZ IS4. That is a predetermined one. I think it was pretty much no matter what they saw from Tomatitos, they were going to ready up those tanks. And double Super Conqueror is the big tell to me. Knowing some of those players too, I think that makes sense. They're saying it's Ghost Town. Ghost Town back in the day, Ghost Town since the changes even, like Super Conquerors are just king on this. And an E5 being the last final pick, so only one tank for the outside, but it's going to be a Batchet versus a CS.
Right.
Oh, predictions. Smiley. You first.
I think both teams have a shot at winning. It just depends on who's bringing the heat. With the maps that I saw, I think that Toma's more likely to win, though.
I'm going to go with this is new Jack is AFK. I'm going with Jack is AFK is going to win this 5-2 or 5-1. And I'm saying that based on no data except my gut feeling. Because all of the data screams the opposite. It screams, this is Tomatitos. I'm being contrarian. Here we go. Who is going to go to the finals? Very whatever. He's from EU. He's in the Super Conqueror. Ox in the E5.
Wait, no, don't they have to play again? So like if Toma wins this, they have to play against Burbo.
Yes, but the loser.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah.
Ox moving C5 forward, and he brought quite a bit. Looked like about 10 to 12 HE shells, and he's just been firing at these houses from the beginning. And this is something you can do if it's stalemates at the beginning on Ghost Town, just like in the old days.
Look at
we talked about the one cap being kind of
heckin' damage.
Like the one cap being kind of but like if teams rotate to it later, he's just making it where, hey, I'm sitting here doing nothing anyway. Why don't I destroy a bunch of the houses so that it's a lot easier for us to rotate to get these resets if it should come to it. Toma sending 3 tanks out wide on the K line though. But Brett's up there in bushes. Will he get blinded?
A little bit of info. So apparently, Floppy's desk is okay.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't he sub out the other day? And actually, we have lights here. Brett has definitely lit sheep. I don't think he's lit anyone else, and you can see there. And he actually lines up the shot and takes it. Pens 1.
Yeah, apparently
misses
has
the second and M-Forces reload.
Apparently has a sinus and ear infection, which is really unfortunate.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. I think he had it a little bit last week too, because I'm pretty sure he had like antibiotics. One time when he was showing us our desk setup, I was like, "What are those pills?" He's like, "Ooh, it's
Oh, that's not good. And Brett does take a blind shot as he leaves, just as he gets out. But if knowing Brett, that HP differential there, I mean, he knows it's from the CS. He knows it's not from the VZ. And Surf's now crossing. He's firing on the move as he gets into position. And Floppy takes a shot of damage. Or was it 2? That blind did not connect.
Probably looks like it might be 2 at 1500 HP.
Yeah.
Serve actually hitting those.
He hit the second one. My God, Floppy's down to 1K.
Floppy's desk is now in danger again.
Uh-oh. Can we get a desk alert, like a cam?
Instead of mod check, desk check?
Oh no. We're obviously kidding Floppy a little bit. Just having a little fun.
Yeah,
I'm predicting him to win 5-1, so I need his desk intact and him in form and his ears clean and unclogged.
More like uninfected.
Yeah,
I had an ear infection. It sucks.
It does. It does. I have not had one in years since I was younger.
Right.
But
yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like nothing makes you feel better. Like you just
it's
feel bad.
very memorable though. Like ear infections are memorable. Like it's hard. Like
Hurts.
it hurts to put your head down, even on the offside. You know what I mean? Like the other side of the head, like it's going through.
It's like you try to sleep just to make yourself not in pain, but then it's freaking hard to sleep because you're in pain.
Yeah, because it feels like you have a heartbeat
in
in your head, dude. It's like dum 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 dum. It sucks.
Fluky taking that first shot. Will Captain Jack get a sneaky second? He does get a sneaky second on a Sebastian. Will he get a sneaky third in time for Hector? I don't think he'll be quite loaded in time. Sheep taking
Sheep's
damage
coming in
he
on
comes
here
in
on
as well.
Coma. 3 of them are most likely. Looks like they're going to cap.
And
That's
Sheep's
a lot
in
of cap
position
pressure.
to stop the resets from that angle. Fluky's from the other one where Captain Jack is.
It looks like it's going to be 2. Fluky's going to keep Captain Jack back. Sebastian looking to do a clip.
They're just all stepping out onto Coma.
Hector, yeah, they stepped out to try to get him really low here. Sheep taking some
nice
shots here.
Shot from Sheep there. Or onto Sheep there, I should say. Through the truck. I think it was Very that got that shot. I'm unsure if it was him or it was Captain Jack. I couldn't tell.
Yep, and
30 seconds on the cap.
remember they have a CS that's still on the offside, and Brett is still playing the outside as well. But Serve kind of pushed him back there. I think what's going to happen is when they push for resets,
has to come from the other side.
it's going to trigger the CS and the 277 coming
5
in.
seconds, Smiley. It has to be now. Captain Jack is poking out. There's 2-1, and they kill Ox. And there they get the resets. Did that kill actually extend the timer? I don't know. But Tomatitos know they just have to get off the cap now and drive into this crossfire. They need to get a pick. Coma has to die here immediately. And they switch their focus to Very. Fluky's just getting focused down. Hector is there, but they need to remove these Super Congress are just firing on reload. DPM is too high. Sebastian's now making himself shot by other guns too. Floppy just gets his clip out. Now Very's gonna get the kill. Very nice shot by Very, and Tomatitos are on the back heels. The HP is even. Jack's AFK is down a gun, but
gonna come in
Tomatitos'
here.
position's awful.
Server's going to come in here, and it looks like their CS actually lost the 1v1 against the bat. So I don't know if it was a total 1v1.
It was just picked up at the end there by Very.
Oh, Sheep might be able to keep Jack here, which is actually going to be really good for them. Serve! He just had full HP. Now he's like one shot.
Hector takes the shot for his friends. They all need to pen this shot, or at least 2 of them. If Hector pens, there you go. And now Brett pokes out. He's trying to dump his clip, but he's got to be careful. And he does pick up Fluky. Floppy. Oh my goodness, Floppy! He needs to make 1 shot count. He doesn't make any shots count. Now Jack is AFK or in a 2v3. Captain Jack has all the HP. Oh no! Don't tell me it's happened again. That's what's happened. Oh no! He's AFK!
No way!
I mean, if he was setting this up from like a month and a half ago to make the team name Jack is AFK, only to come in now in the last match of the season and actually go AFK in fantastic style. I mean, credit to him, that's the long con, but was it worth it?
He's sick. Yo, that's actually... You guys see that? So people think I'm mean, but that's like the meanest shit ever. Oh my god,
we're joking, obviously,
insane.
a little bit. Captain Jack likely having the same problems that we saw. What's his face? What's it?
What's his
Major
face? It
last
was Major
round.
Pain. Yeah.
It was Major. Yeah, he just with internet issues disconnect. Oh no. You hate to see it, but with 30 seconds left, they will be able to cap out. Unless Brett continues to get a reset. He's got 2 shells. If he gets 1 more reset onto, I think, anyone but Sheep. Actually, if he gets Sheep, I think he gets it too. Oh, he's not going to get it now. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it now. 2 seconds. Take the shot. Oh, and he misses. Gets the kill afterwards, but not enough. And by the hair on their chinny chin chins, Tomatitos are up to 1-0 lead, but
I don't think it was theirs to win.
It was not.
It was not theirs to win. Because all Brett had to do was play off of Captain Jack, which he had a lot of HP, and they had 2 one-shots. I think it was theirs to win. Because if Jack
even after all that,
yeah, if Jack didn't go AFK, what would have happened is he would have been able to play the building, and then Brett probably would have been able to go up on top or play a little bit further back, and it would have been GG's.
Even Floppy, they're taking the one shot that bounced and then really trying to put the shot into, I think it was Sebastian's VZ instead of just taking the shot onto Hector. I understand, and
the funniest
it's
part
not,
is
no,
like
it's not so much an insult
right.
to Floppy as it is. We've talked about it time and time again. The penetration on the VZ gun,
I'm a little bit scared.
It's just on that threshold where it may not be able to consistently pen a 60 TP unless he can get the flat angle, and that may have been part of if he had a different penetration gun.
I'm a little bit scared, and here's the reason why. Captain Jack lives in my state, and actually pretty close to me. So it's like,
oh no,
am I next? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no. Is this like the beginning? Is this like Scream where it's, you're getting a phone call?
It's raining really, really
I'm
hard
in the
here.
house.
But I mean, it always does. You know what I mean? But.
But Brett got out 4K damage, 2 kills, Floppy 3K.
Yeah, Hector.
I mean, Captain Jack was AFK and still got out more damage than
Hector doing
and Coma.
3,792 damage, 5 kills, getting 107.
Against Captain Jack, I'm just gonna say that, but Hector has played monstrously.
Well, no, it's just in a 60 TP too, nonetheless.
Takes a while to do that much damage.
Yeah, I don't even know if we've seen a 60 TP do that good in the league. I mean, they always do decent, but I don't know if they do. Maybe somebody has done 4K in it. I think, like Sebastian, maybe.
And Ox got deleted when he went from that reset.
Somebody
Tomatitos
did
made a heads up play
on Himmelsdorf one time in the 60 TP, but that's about it.
So you saw when Captain Jack in the Ice 4 had moved from his other position to where those 3 heavies were at the front of the cap. When they did that, they put the other guy that was watching the backside, the Super Conqueror, they brought him in. I think it was Fluky.
Right.
And they did that on the assumption that now they don't have a reset from that angle, and they didn't. And Ox got there first just barely, and he had to pretty much YOLO to get it. And I don't know if actually them killing Ox prolonged the game timer long enough to get the reset. Actually, no, that's not how it works. No, because if they capped out, they capped out. But it was close. I mean, it was on full cap, just no exclamation mark, right?
Right. If Brett would have had to literally just snap it.
I meant before that one.
Oh, right.
The first mid. But no, talk about the end one. That was really close. With Brett in the back. Could he have done a little bit better there? I mean, I feel like he could have positioned himself to get a shot, but
and it looks like we're going to tank picks. They are switching sides, and hopefully Jack is back.
If not, they need someone from the bench, and we've talked about they have a lot of depth on their bench. They've rotated people in and out all through the season, and they should have people capable of coming in and filling for them. I would think because they've done that all season long. And if Captain Jack's having trouble with ping internet, whatever,
and
now's the time.
Ping internet. But and Floppy getting blind fired there early in the game, but then kind of getting his redemption because he took out Sebastian or something. Remember that when he came in?
Yeah, that was amazing. That was who was it in the 277 that was doing those blinds? Was it Serve? Yeah. Very well done, because he landed multiple blinds. That was it was well
2.
Done.
I think it was at least 2.
So Jack AFK bringing double 113, double 277, double VZ, maybe doing what I kind of suggest. That's a lineup of screaming we are simplifying things, isn't it? We are simplifying it. No craziness and no mediums for the outside. They can use 113s or 277s on the outside, I guess. Tomatitos 60 TP IS7, double Super Conqueror VZ, and a back chat. So you see that lineup, if you're Tomatitos, right, the very beginning, it has to be, let's prepare for if they are sending a bunch onto the 2 cap, right? That's what you have to prepare for that on your initial, just so that you're not caught with your pants down if there's some triple cap. Not that I think Jack's going to go quite for the triple cap, but they're going to go for some sort of
and looks like Jack is subbed out for Anthony.
And that definitely, if he's having internet issues, that's definitely the right call. They no one wants to bring someone in that they weren't planning to have in at the start.
The sound of rain has now quadrupled at my window.
And it looks like they are not going to be capping. They are looking for a pick, and the problem is Sebastian as a 60 TP is like the last tank that you want to pick. The low DPM, high HP, more likely to bounce. So they're just echeloning with 4 on. Floppy and Very in 113. Actually using that 113 armor profile kind of uniquely. That's actually really smart play. The 113 can play really well on some of those corners compared to, say, like 277s couldn't. And they're going to need to get resets here. The bat chat is coming in.
The bat chat's most likely the one to get resets.
As long as he doesn't get deleted. And he gets 1. And he gets 2. Now they buy a little bit of time, but Floppy is coming to dislodge him, and Tomatitos need to have an answer for this while this is happening.
He probably has heat loaded, so he can't shoot through the bus.
Just be careful. 5 seconds on the cap again. He bought them those precious couple of seconds, but they need consistent resets. And there it is. Serve gets another one. Anthony is down to 600 HP. Hector has arrived now. He gets a shot into Ox. They don't have to worry about cap pressure anymore. They just have to worry about guns. And Hector's being fucked.
Oh,
and an ammo rack insult at the end.
And the turret is actually getting in Sebastian's way when he's trying to back up.
Oh.
So he couldn't back up fast because of the turret.
Counterplay coming. They are ignoring Sebastian, just sending Brett. Brett's probably calling,
Anthony is not getting picked here, but he goes down.
And Coma was going
Nobody's
for the super
simping
conquer,
for Anthony in that
can't
scenario. Looks like Floppy and Sheep are having like an interesting 1v1. I think. Oh, Floppy is actually in a 2v1, unfortunately.
Floppy is dead. Getting the double autoloader, but Coma is arriving now and just kind of calming down for a second, realize they're talking, and it's probably Ox saying, wait for me, I'm loaded, I'm right behind you, let's not
The super conk is technically the pick, but the problem is he also has all the HP. But it looks like they're actually going that way.
They're gonna go for it.
And if they do get fluky, I mean, that could be GG because of the way that everybody else is set up. And they have the HP. If they play their HP together, they could potentially do like a little one cap here or something.
Fluky's playing this so well. He's playing it as well as he can. He's in an awkward spot, and he's just trying to make himself as difficult to pick as possible. Goes for the engine shot on the 277, trying to get a fire if he can. And look, he got, what, 2 shots of damage out in that? And he took 3? That isn't bad. They're up a gun. Down HP by quite a bit, though.
And you also have to remember they have 2 VZs, which are basically like having 4 guns. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially considering their HP. I mean, what's actually funny is 3 out of 4 of these players
2 shots.
They're actually, because, well, it's 490 alpha, right? These guys could like high roll. Like,
they could high roll, but I don't think you can. Like, you have to think, like, if they run into Sheep, it's like I have to shoot him twice, and Sheep's also VZ, or Fluky, you have to shoot him twice, and you're always going to take at least 1 shot of damage for it unless you're able to.
Looks like Ox is looking for the side shots. Fluky backs up a little bit here.
And he
gets shot by Serve. Serve is perfectly hold on an IS-7. And it looks like Fluky is going to go down.
And that is a very good trade for Jack as AFK. Luxon making the wide plays. Maybe there's something that he can pull off going out wide in the bat chat. I mean, it's what they need, because Jack's AFK will eventually narrow down the angles. They have the HP and they have the guns to be able to do it. And like you said, the double VZ from Brett and Ox are going to be able to work the angles and get the picks. But Luxon just needs a good fortunate clip here to kill something outright. And look, we're H1. We have people running, but Serve is going to be caught out here. No, he's not. They're going to shoot the dirt.
I mean, at this point, they just cap.
Yeah, I think
Brett actually picking it up.
And yes, especially after that, it is definitely time to get on. And the VZ shoots Brett twice, though, for his trouble. But they know that the VZ is out wide now. They don't know where the bat is. They assume he's out wide somewhere, but now they know.
What's insane? The fact that they had like 4 people on the cap and not a single dead body here.
Yeah, they were never really playing for the cap. They were playing for the punish, right? And look at these little angles that Luxon's trying to find. He's not going to be able to get it. Now he's going to be really close if he's able to make it in time. I don't know if he does. It's probably done now. Even if he did make it in time, it was going to be done. And it is capped out. And we have more fireworks! Jack is AFK. Pulling it out. Simple strat. Simple comp. Flex calls pretty much exclusively. I like it. Heeding my advice, of course. And it paid off.
It was all Germ.
I mean, if you're going to be the team that's resting on experience and things like that, and just raw player skill, and you don't practice, that's the best, I think, especially in posting. I think things like that. Now, you can't do it every single map, every side, but when you get the opportunity, I think that's the best way to do it.
And now,
post-game stats.
We see the post-game stats, which are 4,700 from Sheep. Remember, Sheep had a bad... He had a bad
day. He had maybe his worst day. Yeah.
Probably the worst
And they
day.
still went 5-3 against Flare. I mean, for that to be your worst day, that's a pretty good worst day.
And Ox doing 3,303 kills, while Brett does 2,802 kills. Floppy doing 3,100. And to be honest with you, Floppy did really good that game. I'll give it to him, because like he had to play that offside by himself, and then he got in that 2v1, and he stayed alive for a long time, right?
He and both did really well in those 113s. I liked the way they were playing those corners, and I think that if they were other players, they may not have played it as well. I think that was both of them playing very, very well.
Yeah, that was really good. And Serve actually doing 3K when he did that hold down play, and that was really good as well. Yeah. Hector getting Emeract, right? And I think Bastion, and then not only did he get Emeract, but his like turret ended up getting behind Sebastian's tank. So
and
Sebastian
it may have
had to,
made Sebastian
like
his shot, like it took a second longer. And I saw him take like 4 damage or whatever from the turret when it landed.
He took like the turret almost fell on his tank, which is insane.
Which would have been really bad for him. If that had happened, then he wouldn't have gotten any shots out potentially.
Yeah. And but so
1-1.
1-1. Or
so we're gonna be going to Cliff.
As Toma likes to say, uno.
Perfecto, smiley. So now we go to Cliff. Jack's AFK have been good.
To be honest with you, Jack's AFK has been playing really good. It actually should be 2-0. If Jack didn't DC, I'm pretty sure this actually would be 2-0, which goes to show that like Toma is not as good on Ghost Town that we would like to believe.
I think you're right, and it's important to point that out. That the first game with the DC, that should have been Jack's. It was almost Jack's with a DC, right? Like that's how much they were ahead.